Did you know your entire personality is basically a bunch of programs from your childhood? One time I had a problem with my phone and I contacted the manufacturer and they said, "Did you install the latest updates?" And I was like, no, sorry. And then I installed the updates and then the phone worked fine. You're a computer system. And what's worse than not installing updates on your phone is not updating the belief systems that you're living by. Most people are actually still living according to the beliefs from when they were 7 years old. That's when most of your belief systems that form your personality were already put into place. And if you don't update those beliefs as you go along, you could be walking around believing, for instance, that you're not worthy because your parents were conditional in their love. Maybe that made you feel like you needed to be perfect. Maybe that made you feel like you needed to perform for love or that love was scarce. Some of us are walking around with a program like we're too much, so we need to play small, or a program that we shouldn't have emotions because we think emotions are weak because maybe our caregivers told us to suck it up. Maybe we feel like boundaries aren't acceptable because our caregivers didn't allow us to have boundaries or trampled over our boundaries. Maybe we have shame and criticism and bullying from our past that makes us feel like we should shame ourselves in our self-talk, or we should criticize ourselves in our self-talk. So we become judgmental of ourselves and others as a result of these childhood programs. Maybe because you were the strong one in your family, you're walking around believing that you shouldn't ask for help. You have to do it alone, otherwise it's death. But whatever the case, it can feel like healing is fighting against those old beliefs, everything that you've ever been taught, and that's because it is. Healing is updating the belief system. But it's not too hard. It's relatively simple. It can be a bit annoying and time-consuming, just like updating your phone. But it can be done. You hear people talk about affirmations, positive self-talk. That's good. But I don't talk about affirmations as much because I believe in confirmations, meaning you need to actually confirm or believe what it is you're saying. If you just say something and repeat it all the time, like "I am worthy," that's a good thing to affirm to yourself. But you need the confirmation that it's true so that you actually believe it, so that it actually sticks, so that you're repeating a real belief. Remember, we're updating the beliefs, not just repeating empty platitudes. So you need to write down, for confirmation, 5 reasons why you can believe this is true or why it's beneficial. 5 pieces of evidence as to why you should believe you are worthy. Do it right now as an exercise. Just pause the video, write down 5 reasons why you should believe that you're worthy. And bam, you'll have a real basis for changing that belief, so then it's easier to repeat to yourself, "I'm worthy," under different circumstances and to apply it at different times because now you've updated the beliefs. So make sure you're updating your belief system. So version 2.0, whatever you want to call it. Find those old beliefs that are holding you back and update them to the new beliefs. I am worthy. I'm worthy of love. I don't have to work for love. I am good enough. I'm not too much. I can set boundaries. I should advocate for myself. It's my job to advocate for myself. I don't need to be perfect. I am not going to live in shame. I'm not going to accept any type of shame. I'm not going to judge others. I'm not going to judge myself. I will forgive myself. I will trust myself. I can heal. I'm doing a good job.